Yeah.
Hey, couple of bills up in my pocket. I don't want pussy with wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's
Yeah, play that Rollo. Rollo. Yeah.
Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
What's happening, CT? It's that shade to the shoe, Kobe brothers. It's that fall out by no hole, you don't know. It's that poker put this back out there in the front.
And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Mario Addison in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Coleman has it here right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is
Dot session,
Rico Gafford, 32 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator on what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, I'm finna pause real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go grab these groceries.
Cause I can't meet you cause I got too much.
Yo, I'm ready.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC. And you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Taiwan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19 before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Gonna need need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And the Bills 1st down.
To throw, it's Wentz. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and the Bills will move the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. From the red zone now, Wentz flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Department, know what we do. Know what we do.
He's at the 50.
Do what we do.
30.
To the department.
20. 10.
To the department.
And they will
To the department,
score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side.
Then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously lost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
On the run, this is on. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at just 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From just shy of midfield, Wentz forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Giving up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Bills will move the chains. 1st down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Bass is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. On 1st down, Wentz.
Oh,
Lord. Caught by Diggs. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
For first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up.
1-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's letting this one go. And that's
mouthfish man, man.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
We went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man.
Hey, who I watching, that's what you call a dot. You hear me? I'm going to go get it. That's what you call a dot, huh? Stop playing.
Push further out in front.
Stop playing. Dot New York.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them
man, that fishing, man.
keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
We'll see if it's that easy here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing his wins, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
Look,
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Up to the partner. Up to the partner. Up to the partner.
And now off to the
Up to the partner.
races down the right
Up to the partner, my thing.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
At the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over.
Oh, he's funny. That's a funny.
See if they can do it here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Everything, man, look, man. Stop, man.
Wentz now to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, another one.
On Wentz,
Say
he's
your thing.
intercepted yet again. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to air one out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they rule it incomplete. He couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers.
No way.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero
They
Malcolm
just cheated
Butler.
these
And the
fans.
return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. On Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Wentz will try again on second down. Pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Wentz on 3rd down.
Oh, come here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rico Gafford. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Good. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz, flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, no, we're going to get this. Oh, let's go get it.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Oh, come in. I ain't that going.
Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Come here.
And my goodness, another
Get
interception.
Let's go.
Picked off at the 19.
Oh,
and he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
Damn, I thought he was going to throw it over the nigga's head.
33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they keep letting this man get the ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence, but we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Back to Brown, this time complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bills.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. For a sack, tried to get away but could not. Bruce Irvin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Wentz again. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Whitney merciless. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Tonight's final score.
They said beginning of the season.
Oh, dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my fuck up, but I'll shoot you. I ain't laughing.
Damn. Well, actually, I am going to get some done.
Oh, they gonna call a PI.
Type of Dunkins. Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Nah, you know the gas station Dunkins.
Oh, it's on.
Yo, Nick really wants to play me again. This shit's hilarious.
I know you're a fan for the Glorious fans, so I ain't even gonna do it.